All right, welcome. I'm Ben, a psychologist, interviewing Zach Banks, both sixth formers at the Salisbury School. A couple intros, a couple shout outs. Brought to you by Payson Penthouse 37 Suite in the Christmas Tree Factory. Big shout out to Mr. Sif allowing us to film this in class as well. Thank you. All right, first question of the day for Zach Banks. What made you come to Salisbury?
I really came to Salisbury for the athletic tradition and just become a better man, I would say. Yep, definitely become a better man.
Where boys become men.
Where boys do become men. And I think that's a big message here in Salisbury School.
It's big, it's big. So, what made you think of the topic, and what did you write about in your article for journalism?
Yeah, so my article pretty much outlined why we need a turf surface to play soccer and baseball. I've played baseball for my 2 years here at the Hilltop, and in total, my 2 years, we're about halfway through our 2017-18 campaign. We've only had 8 practices outside on our field.
In 2 years?
In 2 years.
Crazy.
That's it's kind of insane given the caliber of athletes we have here. I mean, we've had, since 2005, we've had a handful of MLB draft picks, and we still don't have a field to play on.
Mm-hmm. Many more to come this year, too.
Many more to come.
Stay tuned.
I agree.
All right. So we'll move on to the next question here. Who'd you interview during your go around?
Yep.
And what'd they tell you?
I interviewed head baseball coach, Mr. Huber. Mm-hmm. He pretty much gave me the outline of why we need the turf surface. He backed me up with the 8 practices. That's where I got that figure from. I also interviewed athletic director, Mr. Sinclair, where he was pretty big on the idea. He introduced me to the ideas surrounding it as far as maintenance goes. He said that there's no extra maintenance cost. There'll be less maintenance cost.
Right, because even on Saturday, the grounds crew was there all morning, 6:20 to whatever, 2:30.
All morning, and they're trying to do that for us. And turf surface would eliminate most of these problems.
Right. Even the town could come in and use it on weekends if they wanted to. Like they use the rink sometimes.
Mm-hmm. He said that like other turf surfaces in the area, the limited amount of use that schools have to turf surfaces will incline them to come and use our field, our facility, to get their needs done. That way, the maintenance could pay for itself. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing that Mr. Sinclair said was that it's pretty much just comes down to funding. The board's all for it. The athletic department ranks it as its top priority right now. Wow. Finding a surface, and it really just comes down to funding.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think, like senior gift, or just trustees maybe help?
Yeah, the problem with being a senior gift is that you have to get the whole senior class involved, and there's only X amount of seniors that play soccer or baseball, so the legitimacy of that select group coming up with the funding for that is slim to none. So it really just comes down to donations from alum. And where the school, not just the athletic department, ranks it as far as a priority.
Right. All right. So we'll move on to the next question. Why does this topic hit home for you? What caused you to write about this?
It really hits home because I know for a lot of kids here, and especially me, that baseball is I guess it's part of my identity. Mm-hmm. All my life I've been playing baseball. It's a great sport. And it's a shame that such a great program comes out and doesn't have a field to practice on. And I could just imagine if I didn't have a field to practice on back in Little League when the bases were juiced. I mean, I wouldn't have any live BP. I wouldn't be able to hit that ball over the fence and score the 4 winning runs my team needed when I was 8. So
it's even sad to think about.
It's honestly sad to think about. And I still have that ball. It's in a trophy case at home. It's signed by myself.
I can see you tearing up.
Yeah,
it clearly was influential in your life.
Yeah, it's probably, I would say, it's probably the second biggest accomplishment I've had in my life.
It's good.
I would say it's number 2.
Close.
Close second. Very
Close
close
second.
second. Very close second.
From what I can tell.
Yep.
Yeah. And lastly, wrap this thing up. Yep, you viewers. Plans going forward on this mission.
The next step to this mission is definitely going to be funding, and getting a better read from the administration and the board on where this is a priority as far as the grand scheme of the school goes. And hopefully we're going to move in the positive direction, get a turf going for the boys, and utilize the space we have as best we can with the best facilities possible.
Sounds perfect. Salisbury School for Men.
Salisbury School for Men. Thank you.
Thank you.